Welcome to part 2 of episode 6 of the many beefs of NBA YoungBoy. We're going to be continuing talking about the beef between NBA YoungBoy and King Von. So what many people don't know is the whole incident was actually broadcast on YouTube, and you can see what happened. Basically what ended up happening is that King Von would go to the hookah lounge and then sees Quando Rondo in the parking lot. Quando would go on record to basically say that he didn't know it was King Von that attacked him until he saw the news the next day. King Von was starting to punch Quando Rondo until Lil Tim ended up hopping out of the car and shooting King Von 4 times. While that is happening, 2 of King Von's friends end up seeing Lil Tim shooting King Von, and one of King Von's friends ends up shooting Lil Tim, then goes over to execute him, but the gun jammed. 2 cops end up showing up at the crime scene, and they end up shooting and killing one of King Von's friends and wounding the other. King Von was rushed to the hospital, but unfortunately would end up passing away at the hospital. What many people don't know is that Quando Rondo and Lil Tim were actually at the same hospital that King Von was at. And many people would actually go on to say that they actually saw Quando Rondo and Lil Tim at the hospital and they wanted to shoot him, but they really didn't have the chance. After King Von's death, this would set in the precursor that everyone was not expecting. During this time period, NBA YoungBoy was dealing with a federal charge and gets released from jail after being found not guilty of a weapon charge. NBA YoungBoy was then placed on house arrest, and that's when he gets back to making music. But this is where the beef gets turned up to the maximum. During that time period, NBA YoungBoy was going in on King Von. Then the beef gets turned up a notch when NBA YoungBoy releases the diss song Bring the Hook. In the song, NBA YoungBoy goes in on King Von and disses him by saying, "It's that Squid Game, old block pack get rolled up, murder what they told us, Atlanta boy get folded up." Basically what NBA YoungBoy is implying is that he's dissing King Von, who was killed in Atlanta. After the diss, a bunch of old blockians would hear the diss and end up burning a bunch of NBA YoungBoy's 4K Trey green bandanas. This is a diss towards NBA YoungBoy and his whole 4K Trey camp. Also during this time, NBA YoungBoy releases his Colors mixtape where him and Quando Rondo end up dissing King Von on the song Gangsta. In the song, Quando Rondo actually ends up saying that we stepped on that boy, we don't do no fighting. It's basically dissing King Von for fighting Quando Rondo, not shooting him. Now, NBA YoungBoy would continue dissing King Von on his Colors mixtape and actually ended up dissing him again on his song Kill Switch. In the song, NBA YoungBoy ends up saying they don't want to see Lil Tim hop out the truck. It's basically going into detail the exact way that King Von died, which Lil Tim hopped out the back of the car and shot King Von. Now, Lil Durk would end up stepping up and end up dissing King Von and Quando Rondo back. But it was also during this time period that O Block was planning to get back for King Von. In doing so, they would end up succeeding, killing NBA YoungBoy's friend Lil Pab. After Lil Pab's death, NBA YoungBoy and Quando Rondo would end up teaming up for a collab album called 3860. In one of the songs called Want Me Dead, Quando Rondo basically says, "My favorite op dead, sister talk too much, I don't like the girl." And also disses Lil Durk for his song Aha, where he says, "Haha, we don't find that thing funny, we stepped on your brother." This is basically the precursor which was set into motion the beef between NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk, which we will be talking about in the next episode though.